Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Alright, so here we are today in episode 54. And last episode, I believe we had just gotten the LUV mainframe, the little doodad right here. And I was looking into it. Apparently they made the requester even harder. I don't know what the point of this is, considering that we can have auto stock for a lot cheaper with ME interfaces and whatnot. But whatever the situation, let's get going on today's episode. So I don't think I did too much off camera. There was one thing that I'm going to address, but as far as building any machines, I don't think I really did much, other than maybe updating some single block machines and removing others. Now in here, I did build this big bad boy here. This is the assembly matrix, and this is kind of the replacement to this. So you can see here, there's an interface here, which is going to hold all of our patterns. It will tell you if there's any jobs running, but there aren't right now. So if I were to say take, I don't know, some of these out, come over here, put them all in there, and they would be able to be requested. Now, the only problem is having to expand this thing each time you want to add more patterns, but each, so inside, let me take this out for a minute. I don't know what's going to happen if I break this. But if we open up this block right here, you can see we have some little blocks inside. You have the crafting cores and you have the pattern cores. It's pretty much the same as having the molecular assembler chambers and the pattern providers. So these are the pattern providers and these are the molecular assemblers. And they pretty much function the same as the extended one, so it can handle 8 jobs in parallel. So let me get that. Oh, and yeah, and then there's the speed cores, which there are 5 in there, which is the hard limit on that multi-block. So if I come over to the terminal here, you'll see if I look up the assembler matrix, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 4 times, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 14 times 4 times 9. It's a possible 500 patterns in that multi-block. So why don't I go ahead and put everything inside the multi-block, and in the process we'll be able to reclaim these pattern providers and such. Because if I look up the uses for this, you'll see that they make the pattern core, they take processors and the matrix frame and the paintballs. Oh yeah, and that's one thing that I want to get into, the circuit assembler for IV, because we can get, the circuit assembler and we'll get double the processors in the process. So that is pretty sweet. Okay, there's more I want to cover, but let's get into that shortly. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. So, a little concern. There are some patterns here that are now invalid. So I'm hoping that they weren't that big a deal. And once we start crafting things, those missing items will present themselves wherever they may be. All right, so we did get some patterns back. I'm gonna go ahead and get those unnamed there, and then now we'll be able to reclaim those. Okay, so what was it that I wanted to get into that needed a machine? Oh, the circuit assembler IV. Right. Where is that? Is it late game? Yeah. Wait, did I already make it? Did I make it off camera? No. Wait, did I make it on camera? I don't recall making, unless that's a, hold on. No, it's not in here. So why is that? Oh, it's either a hatch or the assembler. That's weird. Okay, well, anyway. Circuit assembler pattern. There we go. Circuit assembler, the assembler. There you are. Okay. So I think we should be able to make this. Let's see. Matrix. Okay, so we need the emitter now, which was probably made before, possibly, but for every reason got corrupted. Okay. That's an assembler. It's very possible it never was made, but I'm not too sure. Oh, okay. Iridium rod. Iridium rod. There you go. Circuit assembler. There we go. Okay, so that looks like it will craft up. And why are you doing this to me? I have no idea what the hell is going on with this. So I think I did move some of the medium voltage engravers to the high voltage ones off camera. Okay, I think that's just a weird goof with the new version of this pack / mods. It will just go into infinite time for whatever reason. Okay, so that is going to be cooking. Let's look at the quest book while we're here. So we're going to want to get into QuBit processing. Also wouldn't help to get closer to the T4 microminer, which that's going to consist of the field gens, the engine cores. I think the biggest issue, if that we want to call it that at all, are the plates. I think the thrusters are pretty cheap, yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be all that expensive at all, really. Now to send it off, we're going to need the big boy, the bigger boy anyway, advanced microminer. And with this miner, we get the more dense ores. We get sheldonites. We get rock salt, we say. Group sludge. Ooh. Oil sands. I know that one. And bromine, which I guess bromine's really used for the mote of omnium. That's to be covered much later. So yeah, that's really all there is to that. And then, okay, so, oh, that's another thing that I want to get into. The wire factory. Right, so the wire factory, this is going to be a parallel recipe multi-block for wires. I don't know. Okay, no, it only does wires. There is another factory, for example, that does multiple things. Let's see, material press. There we go. So there's a material press here, and this is a bender, it's a compressor, a forge hammer, or forming press. Now, because of the way multi-blocks work, we can have multiple. Oh wait, no. Actually, wait, I'm not sure. I'll have to revisit. I'm not sure if it hard sets it to one type or if it depends on the multi-block. But we'll see. We'll see when we get to that part. Now, in order to make some of these multi-blocks, we're going to need Marging Steel. And I did do this off camera because of the long craft time. And Marging Steel, that's like what, 24 blocks, 16, 17, 18, 22, 24, I think 24 blocks. So, or ingots. So you get it. It costs of cobalt, nickel, aluminum, titanium, and iron dust. And on that same note, I did finally set up a EBF to passively make 1,000 titanium ingots. So no more waiting on those. And why are you still named? I thought I covered you. There we go. Right. So let's try and get to the wire factory. The wire factory is going to need all of this stuff here. Are we able to make the control hatch yet? Okay, so we need to get the IV sensor and the platinum cable fixed. Or recoded, I'm not sure. Okay, so IV sensor. You know, it's very likely that with the upgrade there was a recipe change. So that's why some of the patterns broke. And then was it 2 times platinum? Get that. That is silicon rubber. That is LSR or LSBR. And cable. Okay. Now I'm gonna guess we don't have 2 times platinum wire. We do not. Wire. Okay. So parallel control hatch. Bingo bongo. All right. So for the wire factory, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this or this, and then we're gonna shift right click or shift left click. And we're going to get everything that we want. So let's see, let's do input bus. Let's get rid of these 2. Let's do LV, oops, wait, LV input. LV output. We're going to want I would say let's go 2 HVs. Energy converter, and then we're going to want a 4 amp. Let's go with that, and that should be good, I think. And we're going to take a cobblestone, and we're going to call this HV wire factory package. Okay, gonna put that in there. Now, as far as the stress-proof casing, we're going to need to code that, I think. Pretty sure we don't have that yet. Correct. Okay. So that's going to be in a number 6 assembler. The Marging Steel plate. Ingot to plate, of course. Plate. Plate. There you are. Now, can we request it yet? No, because we didn't put the pattern inside the chest thing. Okay, so we need the large wire factory coded. There might be some missing things here. IV uni. Get that there. Do we have HSLA? Okay, we don't have the steel spring. That's going to be the bender. Then we're going to need a rod. Or the rod recipe, and then we need that. We're going to need a new bender soon. Although ideally, we'll be having the multi-block. Okay, now we need one there. Fortunately, that should be a lot easier, a lot faster to craft because we should have the providers on hand. We just got to get the plates and the processors. Tungsten might be another one that I get auto craft or auto stock, considering how long it takes to cook. Now the question is it still cooking? Because I've been given trust issues lately. Okay, yeah, no, it is cooking. It's gonna still be a while in terms of speed there. At least until we get the rotary hearth furnace, but oh, hold on, I got a call. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. All right, so trying to make sure I didn't forget anything, but just gonna go ahead and we gotta do that and get you back in. There you go. Okay, so this pattern, I don't remember off the top of my head where this goes. If it's a assembler pattern or a wall pattern. Seems to be a wall pattern, okay. Oh yeah, no more wall anymore. Okay, so oh, we need the wire. Wait, hold on, I gotta sneeze. All right, sorry about that. So wait a minute, did I not have? Is there already the wire factory? No, okay. Making sure. All right, so we are gonna need a wire mill of the IV variety. That's not the one. There we go. IV uni. Hate how it does this sometimes. Okay. That's gonna take a while to relearn matrix. There we go. Okay. Surely now. All right, cool. So that will autocraft. And do we have the circuit assembler yet? We do. Cool. Let's get that going. Okay, so what classifies us being in the LUV age? I believe it was down here. The rhodium plated lumium palladium. So that will be something to get into soon. But let's worry about this up here. But the big reason that I want the wrong thing. The big reason why I want this circuit assembler is for faster processors. And eventually we'll be able to make a circuit assembler multi-block. And, you know, the rest is history. Wait, what? Did I just have two? Okay, I must have had two of these. Anyway, let's grab some cable. And we're going to put you on you. Make sure that's unlocking. Make sure you are set up. There we go. Oh, and we're going to want to change that to IV circuit assembler CR. All right. So I want to double check on something. Processor. That doesn't really say how long that takes to make in there, but that takes about 5 seconds and it's double anyway. So let's just, let's see, does this also work for the circuit assembler? It do. Okay, so we're gonna take, we're gonna take all, wait a minute. Oh, so I have two of these. Or do I? Yes, technically. And the other same item. Okay, so let me just do this. I'm gonna get rid of you, you, and you. And then over here. So that only takes LV, huh? Oops, hold on, back up. LV uni. Wait, what was that? Okay, make sure. Okay, cool. So, wrong terminal. IV assembler. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I was like, hold up. I thought I made this machine just recently. Okay, so that should be... Oh, that's gonna take a while to make the RAM and crap, isn't it? Wait, that's... Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's a different thing entirely. Yeah, that shouldn't take all that much time. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Assuming that that was all there was to make. Oh, there's still more. But... yeah. Now that's the question. What is the situation for the silicon? So we could get the forming press going, and that would be a lot quicker, I'm certain. So forming press will need at least the EV. So let's go up with the IV. Oops, wrong terminal. Let's go up with the IV, and there you are. If everybody knows how to get that universal to show up instead each time, that would be great. If I could be told about it. Okay, so forming press. Let's get that settled. And how is the package going? It's working on the wires. So yeah, this would be very beneficial for when we do get this completely set up, because we'll have the fine wires, but also the normal wires. And additionally, we can also set it up to work with the 2 times, 4 times, 8 times, so on and so forth. It should do 4 recipes in parallel. So I imagine we could have it do multiples of each item. So like, instead of saying give us 1 2 times wire, give us 8 2 times wire, and then have 3 other complete recipes going on at the same time. At least I think that's how it's handled. But yeah, so let's see, is that forming press done almost? Okay, so it's working on the RAM. So let me do this. I'm gonna pause here, and I will come back when this is done, or maybe the package stuff here is done. Maybe after this. Of course, that may take a while. In any case, back in a few. All right, we're back, everybody. So I got the forming press here with the silicon press, and the pattern is not in there yet. There we go. So now we have the pattern. Oh, and I should probably do that. Now, I don't think the forming press would be a good idea to have the multiple presses in there. So I'm going to be getting the rest of these machines. Got to get the tungsten trioxide stock back up again. Oh, and there's this new feature with AE2, I think. The crafting tree. It kind of shows you what everything is, what all it's being done. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, on that same note, I did get the wire factory completed, or the parts. Let me put away some crap here. Sort that out. Okay, we're gonna grab all of that. Multi-block madness. Okay, so we are gonna pop up. We're gonna pop back over here, and let's see. that's going to be a 5x3, and the multi-block seems to go one up, one over, one up. Okay, so we're gonna do and yeah, there we go. We can see that it's, wait, what are the, oh, that's the buses and such. So let's put those there, and we'll put you there. Input, output, and the rest should be history. So terminal. Okay, what? There we go. Oop. Okay, something was not put down. For some reason, it doesn't complete it all the way. I'm hoping that's not a pattern for the bigger multi-blocks. In any case, now we have a wire factory. So let's see, if we open up this, I don't think, oh no, this is just the, this is the wire factory, so there's no multiple options. It's just going to be the one. Although while we're down here, we're going to want to get another input bus. Actually, we have the big ones here, and then get 2 of these. We're gonna need a conduit. We're gonna need 4 times of those, and there's the converter. So let's pop back over here, and I don't think I've dug out the basement yet. No, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oops, hello. Okay, let me come over here for a minute. Okay, so I haven't done much basement setup over here. So where did my tool get to? There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna dig that out a bit more, and I will get this built out later off camera. And now I'm just focused on getting this set up. Poop. Okay, you know what? Hold on, let me be right back, and I will get some of this alleviated. Okay, so here we are. We got the wireframe factory all set up, and should be powered. So let's do a little test drive then, shall we? So let's go back over to here. We're gonna grab, first, let me put some crap away here. We're going to grab 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's see, do I have that tool that allows me to change patterns? There you are. Okay, so if we do, that should be 8. So if it's a parallel 4 times, then that should be fine as is right there. Unless I'm thinking this wrong. So let's go over back here. And that's not plugged in yet. I will fix that. We need to change that to, I think, Uno. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, okay. So let's come down here, and I put the conduits away. Of course I did. Do it. Okay. I had a little bit of issues with wiring here a minute ago. I had grabbed the wrong power conduit, and I was wondering why the hell my power was not going in. And it turns out it was just because I had the wrong conduit. Okay, so conductive. Okay, are you? You should be powered. Oh. No? Distinct bus. Distinct bus. Okay, what am I missing here? It's got the output. It's got the input. Wire. Maintenance hatch. Everything should be hunky-dory here. Why are you not? Oh. Okay, that's new. Allows up to 4 recipes in parallel. Okay, so maybe it's the recipe and not so much how much per craft. Here, let me grab a crafting terminal so I don't have to keep running around to test this. So okay, so electrum or gold. Let's do gold and conductive. Gold wire, conductive wire. So if we do 64. It's taking 4 ingots per each one. So it's making 4 ingots gold ingot. Yeah, gold wire. Okay, so it is doing 4 recipes or 4 crafts at once. So me doing this multiplicative thing, I don't think is actually working out the way I thought. So if I do that, okay, so that should be back to normal. Back in you go. Okay, so let's do this with the fine wire. So over here, yeah, that's good. Do I have, you know, let's just go back to the, okay. You know, I should probably get back down there and name it appropriately so I don't have to keep going to and fro. Okay, so where's my knife? Fine wire factory. Okay, you go in there. Prevent time. Okay. Wrong thing. Fine wire. Okay, so with the foil, that's gonna be a bending machine. So what's our situation on Marging Steel? Okay, we still have some left, but the bender, large material press, much the same. Although I don't know how much ingots those are going to cost. This will probably be something that I request for off camera. Okay, silicone. I'm just curious on something. Where is the, that's the printed, I think. Yes. Yeah, look how fast that crafts. And then if I do processor, so circuits are going to be the real bottleneck at this point. But yeah, that's just chewing through once it gets the items. The circuits mostly. So once we get the forming press for the processors and, I don't know, get circuits made quicker, this should be overall a lot faster. Oh, you know what? The logic processor I think is still going through the inscriber over there. In any case, what's our tungsten trioxide like? Isn't that tungstic acid? Can I make another forming press? Still need more tungsten trioxide. Okay, that will have to wait. Back to this. So there's a QuBit processing, and we're gonna have to get into that too. Let's see, QuBit should be simple enough. The chemical reactor with nano and indium gallium phosphide. Okay, QuBit. That's going to be an EV reactor, although I will probably put this into the IV clean room one. So QuBit, hello? Why aren't you? What? IV. What? You're right there. Oh, because I'm spelling it stupidly, that's why. Okay. That will be 60 seconds in an EV, so that will take a little bit of time for the IV, a little less time for the IV. And then for the cutter, that's going to need an EV cutter. Do we have anything higher than... Okay, no, oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, I thought we had a higher one. So that should be all good to go once we have the means to get... Or once we get the QuBit wafer, that should be good to go. And where are you held up? There's been a lot of funkiness with the latest update. Are you still... You're still doing something, aren't you? I'm not sure why I was having an issue there. Maybe the recipe changed? I don't know. Anyway, how is the QuBit coming along? Just about done, I think. Yep, get that in there. Okay, so it's crafting up the QuBit right now. Okay, so while that does that, I want to pop back over here and fine. Yep, okay, so that is cooking. That's making 8 at a time. Or is it? Fine. Wait, so that means it's... Is it really only making... up to 4 recipes in parallel? Maybe I do need to have the patterns multiplied? Yeah, because look at that. It's doing 8 at a time. So if I took, let's say, the copper wire right? And I took that and put it back in there. If we did copper wire and we did 32, it made 32. Okay, so that is that question answered. So if I did like 256, yeah, 32 at a time. 6 and 4 ingots. Yeah, okay, so we do need those multiplied. Okay, I thought that was the case. I thought I was going crazy. All right, how is that QuBit coming along? There's that QuBit. Let's get back up to here, and we're going to say, oh wait, we already have the pattern in there, so let's get, I'm going to need to change that pattern away from the water. And oh dear, is there an issue already again? Let's get in there and see what's going on. No, it's fine, it's just slow. Okay, let's pop back over to the terminal here and wait for that to craft. Although while that's crafting, I can probably take that out for a second. Put you in there. Put you in there. And back you go. Okay, so there's our QuBit. Okay, cool. Back in you go. So with that QuBit circuit, now we can get our first EV tier circuit, I think. Nano. Oh, we're gonna need to get the fiber reinforced. So, and the advanced SMDs, I believe. Okay, so that's gonna be a next episode thing, I believe. We're gonna need HSSG. HSSG. Multi-B, chromium, tungsten, steel, vanadium, and into a blast furnace or the blast smelter. Oh wait, that's HSS. Wait, what? Wait a minute. HSSS is first, then HSSE. Oh, HSSG. We would need to make the coils. All right. So HSSG. We have that. And the coils. Liquid tungsten. Tungsten carbide and HSSG wire. Okay, so maybe this is something that we look into next episode. I think we need that. Because HSSG wire, we can make that. Vanadium gallium. Although we should also be looking into making the HSSS anyway. And that requires the coils. So possibly upgrading the ABS with the coils we make. Okay. So, yep, I'm going to stop here. This episode is long enough as is. And I hope you did enjoy. I will see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.